Hello and welcome to the fourth video in the Desmos lesson explanations. This one is for Unit 1, Lesson 4, Off the Grid. The idea of this lesson is that you are now going to have to figure out what to measure and then use the formula to find the area of these parallelograms. You won't have any grids to work with. You won't even be given measurements. You have to use the ruler and measure it for yourself. Okay, so here is a parallelogram, and as I say, there are two ways to find the area. So let's do both of them. First, I'll take out a ruler, and I'll measure the base. The base is going to be the bottom in this case. So that is, if we look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 6 centimeters in this case. Now, we need to measure the height. In order to get the height, I need to know how far is it from top to bottom. So I'm going to extend this line a little bit, and I'll measure from the top to the bottom, and that is 1, 2, 3. So the height is 3 centimeters from top to bottom, like that. All right, so that means the area, base times height, is 6 times 3 equals 18 square centimeters. Okay, that's interesting. But I said there are two ways. Well, that's because we don't have to use the 6 side as the height. I could use this side as the height. So let me measure that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The length of that side is 9 centimeters. And now we need the height. Well, is the height 6? No, because that is not a right angle. That's not a right angle either. And in order for a height to be there, we need it to be at a right angle. We need to know the distance between these two. So it's not like this. That's wrong. We need this to be at a right angle. So that means I'm going to line it up. And I'm going to say that that goes like this. And that is a right angle. And I can show it to you because this is at 70 degrees and this is at 20 degrees, and 70 plus 20 makes 90 degrees. So that's a right angle. Now, how long is that? Well, that's 1, 2. That is 2 centimeters long. So that would be 9 times 2 is 18 square centimeters, which is equal to 18 square centimeters that we got the other way. So those are the two ways that we can do it. We can either use this one as the base and this height, where there's a right angle there, or we can use this one as the base and this is the height, where there's a right angle there. And we get exactly the same measurement. Get the idea? Okay. Now, these two parallelograms are congruent, meaning they're the exact same shape and size, so they should have exactly the same area. How are we going to find this measurement? Well, if these two are the same, essentially what I've done is I've taken this and I've turned it to turn it into that. All right, does that mean this is 8? Well, let's try it. 10 times 8 is 80, and this is 12 times 8. 12 times 8 is 100 and... No, it isn't. What is 12 times 8? 8 times 12, that's 96. So is 80 equal to 96? It is not. Therefore, that is not 8. They have to have the same area. And if that was 8, they don't have the same area. Oh, maybe it's 12. Okay, let's try 12. This is 10 times 12 is 120. This is 12 times 8 is 96. Is 96 the same as 120? It is not, so it's not 12. Okay, well, we know that this one is 12 times 8 is 96 square centimeters. We know this can't be 12, so we need it to be something. 10 times something is 96. Because they have to have the same area. They have to both come out to 96. If this one comes out to 96, that one has to come out to 96. Well, to figure that out, I'll divide. 96 divided by 10, that's simple. That's 9.6. So this must be 9.6. Okay, do you get the idea? Now they have the same area, so we know that that's the correct height for that parallelogram. All right. Now, this is one for you to try. What I want you to do is circle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 choices. Some of them, possibly more than one, is the correct way to get the area of this parallelogram. I want you to circle all the ones that are the correct way to get the area of this parallelogram. Just to make it clear, this 4 refers to that line, and this 8 refers to that one, just to make it clear to you, okay? So now, pause the video, decide which ones you think are correct. Okay, now you've tried it. Let's see. Well, this is 12, and is this at a right angle to it? No. This one is at a right angle, so that means it's 12 times 4 is 48 square units. Square inches in this case, actually. I can correct that. You can't, but I can. So, what other one works? Well, here's 6. Here, let me change colors. Here's 6. Is that at a right angle? No. This is at a right angle, so it must be 6 times 8 is 48 square inches. And look, these also have the same number, and that makes sense because it's the same parallelogram. So those are the 2 correct ways to find the area of this parallelogram. I hope this all makes sense. If you have any other questions, please ask your teacher.